Villains? Nah, these guys aren't your average mwaha bad guys. They're overpowered monsters who could solo the hero, the kingdom, and probably the entire anime industry. Today, we're diving into the top 10 Isekai anime with overpowered villains. Kicking off with number 10, my status as an assassin obviously exceeds the hero's. Alright, scratch that. You witness a dude who literally gets isekai'd, becomes an assassin, and instantly outlevels the so-called hero. Like, bro, you can't call it teamwork when you're out here doing all the work. The plot follows Akira, who's basically a walking stealth nuke. He's calm, cool, and terrifyingly efficient, while the hero squad is out there playing catch-up. What makes this series shine is how the villains, and yes, Akira kinda counts, don't just fight with brute strength, but brains. The dude calculates every kill like he's doing a math exam. You can't even hate him. He's too chill while committing casual murder. Sure, the animation isn't Mappa tier, but the power scaling? Beautiful chaos. If you've ever wanted to see the hero get overshadowed by his own teammate, this one's your guilty pleasure. Sliding to number 9, Overlord. Ah yes, the one and only Bone Daddy, Ainz Ual Gown. This man logs into his favorite MMO and refuses to log out. Instead, he becomes the literal god of a new world. If that's not villain energy, I don't know what is. Ainz doesn't just win, he dominates. Every battle feels like watching Thanos go up against ants. The man's poker face could end wars, and when he says, experiment, someone's getting erased from existence. But what really sells Overlord is the contrast. He's an awkward gamer in his head, but a demonic overlord on the outside. It's like if your favorite YouTuber became the final boss in Elden Ring. The dark humor, loyal minions, looking at you Albedo, and unhinged power plays make Ainz one of the most overpowered and entertaining villains in anime. He's proof that world domination is just a side quest when you're this broken. Landing on number 8, ReZero starting life in another world. Now this one's sneaky. You might think ReZero is all about Subaru and his pain-filled respawn cycle, but let's be honest, the villains own this series. The witch cult, Satella, and Betelgeuse. Our boy Unloved make evil look fashionable. Betelgeuse alone is meme gold. His obsession, twisted faith, and creepy hand gestures are legendary. The man literally talks like he swallowed a horror audiobook. But beneath the madness lies genius writing. ReZero makes you feel why these villains exist. They're not just evil for fun. They represent chaos, obsession, and despair. The power these guys hold isn't even the scary part. It's their unpredictability. Subaru's constant trauma therapy sessions are proof that facing them is worse than dying. ReZero blends horror, time loops, and emotional destruction like no other, reminding us that sometimes the villain's biggest power is how much they make the hero suffer. Looking at number 7, that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Don't let the cute blue blob fool you. Rimuru might be a friendly slime, but his villain mode? Absolute nightmare fuel. When this squishy boy decides he's done playing nice, entire nations vanish. The overpowered villain energy doesn't always come from the bad guys here. Sometimes it's the main character himself. Rimuru casually absorbs dragons, demons, and divine beings like he's collecting Pokemon. The moment he declared war, the show went from wholesome to y'all better run. And let's not even talk about when he became a demon lord. He went from goo buddy to god of destruction. In one episode, even the actual villains, like Clayman, get roasted by the plot. Rimuru doesn't just defeat enemies, he humiliates them with logic, strategy, and that cold, calm voice. It's pure villainous elegance. If you ever wanted to see what it's like when the nice guy flips the world upside down, this is your slime saga. Dropping in at number 6, the rising of the shield hero. Naofumi may have started as the world's punching bag, but when life gives you lemons, you build a fortress and start throwing them back. His transformation from betrayed hero to don't mess with me anti-hero is peak Isekai storytelling. The villains here? Oh, they earned their hate. From conniving royals to fake heroes, every one of them deserves an Oscar for most punchable face. But Naofumi doesn't just get revenge, he levels up emotionally and strategically. And that moment when he turns the tables on everyone who wronged him? Straight up villain redemption arc vibes. Plus, the shield hero himself becomes something the world fears. He's not your typical hero swinging a sword. He's the wall you can't break. The show blends emotional payoff with power fantasy perfectly, reminding us that sometimes the best villains are born from betrayal. Rolling into number 5, The Eminence in Shadow. Oh, Sid Kaganu. The man, the myth, the edgelord supreme. This guy wanted to be the hidden mastermind so bad that the universe literally said, fine, have it your way. And now he's the most powerful villain/hero hybrid in anime. Sid creates a fake evil organization as a joke, then finds out it's actually real. That's top-tier comedy and chaos. Watching him roleplay as Shadow while unintentionally running a world-dominating cult is chef-level absurdity. He destroys powerful foes with the attitude of someone doing their laundry. Every battle is cinematic arrogance. Shadow walks in, talks about power in the shadows, and wipes the floor without breaking a sweat. The villains here might be strong, but the irony is that the fake villain is the real threat. The Eminence in Shadow is both parody and perfection. It laughs at tropes while embodying them flawlessly. Charging to number 4, Saga of Tanya the Evil. If Satan was reincarnated as a little blonde girl with a god complex, you'd get Tanya de Gurachaf. This anime redefines evil genius. Tanya isn't just overpowered, she's terrifyingly logical. Her war strategies are so brutal they make generals question their life choices. Set in an alternate wartime world, Tanya leads her army with charisma, cruelty, and the energy of a manager who hates overtime. She's constantly fighting Being X, a godlike entity who made the mistake of challenging her atheism. And she's winning. Against God. Let that sink in. Tanya embodies what happens when intelligence, power, and bitterness mix into one small, deadly package. Every episode feels like watching a child prodigy destroy nations while writing her resignation letter. It's brilliant, darkly funny, and strangely relatable if you've ever worked retail. Breaking into number 3, No Game, No Life. Sora and Shiro aren't villains in the traditional sense, but come on, they act like ones. These two are god-tier gamers who outsmart entire civilizations while talking trash like esports champions. Their brand of domination isn't about brute force, it's pure mental warfare. The duo treats reality like one massive chessboard, and their opponents? Pawns. Every victory feels so disrespectful it borders on villainy. Remember when they outplayed the war beasts and turned an entire nation into fans? Legendary. The visuals are vibrant, the logic games are thrilling, and the sibling dynamic is chaotic perfection. Sora's manipulative charm and Shiro's emotionless genius make them the kind of characters you root for and fear. If villains win through brains instead of brawn, these two are undefeated. No Game, No Life proves you don't need a sword when your tongue is sharper than steel. Marching to number 2, How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. Diablo is that gamer who rolled max stats and never logged off. Summoned to another world as his overpowered in-game avatar, he's instantly labeled a Demon Lord. And honestly, he lives up to the name. The comedy here is gold. Diablo's inner awkwardness versus his outer demonic swagger is pure entertainment. He's socially anxious but obliterates enemies like they're tutorial mobs. Watching him switch between shy nerd and god-tier overlord is half the fun. The villains around him try their best, but against someone who breaks the magic system just by existing, it's hopeless. How Not to Summon a Demon Lord is power fantasy turned up to 11, mixing ecchi humor with outrageous boss fights. Diablo isn't just an overpowered villain, he's the introvert's revenge fantasy in anime form. Finally, number 1, the world's finest assassin gets reincarnated in another world as an aristocrat. Let's be real, this title is longer than some anime episodes, but the story? Worth it. Our main guy, Lug, is a legendary assassin who dies and gets reborn with one mission: kill the hero before he destroys the world. That's right, the villain here is actually humanity's last hope. Lug's skills, intellect, and cold precision make him unstoppable. He crafts weapons, manipulates nobles, and takes down targets with elegance that make James Bond jealous. What makes him scary isn't his strength, it's his mindset. Every move is calculated, every kill justified. You never feel like he's the hero. He's the perfect anti-hero playing God in a world that underestimates him. From epic fights to moral dilemmas, this anime blends strategy, drama, and pure badassery. When a character makes assassination look like art, you know he's earned that number 1 spot. And that wraps up our list of overpowered villains who turned their worlds upside down. Which of these chaotic legends is your favorite? Drop your pick in the comments. Hit that like button harder than Ains hits adventurers, and don't forget to subscribe for more anime madness every week. Until next time, stay powerful, anime fam!